What's going on, guys? Kenneth James here for 80 Pound Games, and I'm playing a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer for the original Xbox. This game is backwards compatible, so if you happen to find a copy, I got a copy at a pawn shop for $3. So, yeah, even though it does show the free blocks and Xbox and all that stuff, it is a backwards compatible game. I stuck it in and it just went. I didn't have to download anything or do anything, which was kind of surprising. This game, I'm trying to think when it came out. I'm wanting to say 2003, maybe. So it is at least a 10-year-old game, and that's about how long it had been since I played it.
Why the latest Slayer aptitude test has to be held in the ass end of nowhere?
And this beginning here is just a very kind of slow, methodical, old-school tutorial.
Please do try to stay focused. This test is extremely challenging and comes with its share of peril.
Don't they all?
Yes, now then. The first part of the test is an obstacle course of sorts. Make your way to the church and find your way inside. It isn't quite as simple as it sounds. I'll meet you inside. Best of luck.
Oh, sure. You get to wait inside the church and I'm out here with the peril.
And I'm wanting to do a couple of these. Like, there's a couple of real old Xbox games. When the Xbox came out, the original Xbox came out, I grabbed it up fairly quickly. I think I got it like on its second week or something like that. And anytime there was a game that was either between the PS2 or the Xbox, I usually got it on the Xbox. For no other reason that at the time, a lot of the games looked better on the Xbox than they did on the PlayStation 2. Not all of them, but a lot of them did. I did hate that original Xbox controller. That thing was just horrific.
Gotta be a clue.
It was the size of a dinner plate.
Come on, Buffy.
But this game was actually really fun. I remember playing this game. It's challenging. It's got a lot of the old school, if you want, I don't know if you want to say challenge or problems, but like long checkpoints. A lot of times in this game, everything is done in chapters. So you can play a chapter that's, say, 20 to 30 minutes long, get to the 25 or 26 minute of the chapter, and die, and have to start all over from the beginning. So, I mean, that's not so much challenging as maybe annoying sometimes, because, if you've done something over and over again, it's not hard to get to that point, but maybe that point where you're dying, that's the only problem you're having, and then you're having to play 26 minutes to get to that one problem you were having. There's no, doing it over and over again to get used to it and, to learn how to get past it. You're just dying and having to restart the entire chapter over again. Thankfully, a lot of these chapters are fairly short, unless, of course, you keep dying. So, I've had that happen a couple of times.
Buffy, prepare yourself for battle.
Slayer!
Hello. I've got a special vampire treat right here for... or not. Giles! Lacking some basic vampire fighting accoutrements here.
Accoutrements, I love that.
To improvise with your fists and feet while I search for a weapon.
Showtime.
It's got a lot of the same. If you ever watch the show, and I hope you have, but it's got a lot of the same kind of jokes and quips. Not as good as the show, obviously, but for a licensed game, I think it does pretty well. I don't have any, for the time when it came out and the fact that it's a licensed game, it does all right. They got all of the voice actors from the show, all the original actors except for Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I'll have to get her name for you. The girl who does Buffy's voice, or I guess you could say Sarah Michelle Gellar's voice, because she's almost sounds exactly like her. She does a really good job.
Right now, you're every pretty girl.
And there is one of the big annoying bits of the. This, by the way, this is a playthrough this is the first time I played this game in 10 years, and this is one of my first playthroughs of it. So I do struggle a bit here at the beginning, even in the tutorial. But this game is actually very challenging. When you get to the later stages, some of the enemies are actually quite tough. I'm trying to figure out the controls.
Well done, Buffy. Truly. I told the council you didn't even need to be put through this exercise. You've proven me correct.
Do I get a cookie?
Rendezvous with me at the front of the church, but keep an eye out. There's a vampire nest within, and you must proceed with caution.
No problem.
Caution. My middle name. Only not really.
And yeah, anytime there is a control prompt to press white button or black button, which the original Xbox controller had, it's just left bumper, right bumper. And that also took me a minute to try to figure out. But once I got going, and there is actually a fairly large amount of move sets, not huge, you know.
Stunning how often I get to see
But
that.
it's a fun game, especially. I would say this: you will have a lot more fun if you were a fan of the show and watched the show, obviously. But I think it's a game anyone could play. And like I said, most of the time you can get it on the cheap if you can go to a pawn shop and find it. Online, it was actually at the time I was trying to find a copy. I actually was trying to. It was hard for me to find a copy under $10. Like I went to Amazon and some other places, or if they did have it, it would say like, you know, this disc was heavily scratched or something if it was cheap. But yeah, pawn shop, $3. I think it was $3.25 after tax.
Ooh.
Well worth the price because I think the game, I'm gonna say,
It's a nice girl like you.
well, if you never died, I mean, you're gonna die a lot because you'll die because of maybe the game controls or just there are a couple of tough areas. But if you never died,
You can't win.
I would say the
Slayer.
game could run you maybe 8 hours, 6, 7, 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, I would say. I have actually recorded quite a few of these already. I'm in the I want to say 6 hour right now, and I think maybe I'm 3/4 of the way through. It's hard to say, but it's not short. I mean, it's more than, let's put it this way, more than 5 hours. Let me just say that, because obviously a lot of you are a lot better at gaming than I am, but I will say it's over 5 hours.
Beyond this door, you will face your final challenge. Have a care, though. The entrance is protected by a mystical ward that will bar you from passing through unless you have the 3 keys. These are not traditional keys, but engraved stone. I've already found one. Now you must find and retrieve the others, which are hidden here in the church.
An Easter egg hunt. Oh, joy. Will you be wearing a bunny suit?
Buffy, please try to focus. The levity is appreciated, but this is a crucial part of this exercise. I'll aid you if I can. I shall begin searching at the back of the church.
Trust me. I'm focused. Making with the funny is just a way to shake off the Wiggins this place has given me. There's something really peculiar around here that's spooking me.
Actually, I think it's quite charming. Nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Alright, and this is one of the puzzle elements of the game.
Looks like something is supposed to be
There's
placed
only
in
a
here.
few of these. They're not really fleshed out as much as I would like. I mean, it's not Tomb Raider-ish by any means. Most of them are quite simple, and I think it's there to maybe extend the gameplay, mix it up a little bit. None of them are overly hard by any stretch of the imagination.
Congratulations, Buffy. You're doing very well thus far. Now we come to an opportunity for you to demonstrate your marksmanship with the crossbow.
Now the fun really starts.
Let's see if you can dust them from a distance.
Long distance dusting. New Olympic event.
I actually had problems with this. This isn't, this is not, you know, every shooter you know. It would have been a lot easier if they just would have done, you know, left trigger, right trigger, shoot. But that's not what they did. I think you shoot with the X button. Yeah, you shoot with the X button. So I'm going to say you pull the left... Is it the left trigger? Let's pull the left trigger. And I think you tap it to zoom in. Which right here at the beginning I didn't realize it could zoom in. There is no, you know, no aim assist. Old school, no aim assist. And that's when you get that heartbeat. That means you, that's when you should fire. I really struggle here at this beginning. At first, it feels really, look, I'm late. Feels really clunky to be shooting this way, you know. But I mean, the game's not a shooter, and the crossbow is by no means the best weapon in the game.
Excellent shooting, Buffy. I do believe your aim has improved.
That's me. Death from above.
It's not until later on when you can. It actually has a pretty good crafting system. Later on, you can add fire to the arrows, holy water to the arrows for the vampires. And later on, you also get other weapons. The favorite one is the water gun that can shoot fire, which is kind of silly, but it's fun. You have this water gun that you could switch back and forth between holy water and fire. And it's not unlimited. You have to find like pools of holy water and like these little bowls of fire to refill it. So so it's not, you know, you can't just hold it down and fire it all you want. You have to use it sparingly. You do have to mess with these stakes at the beginning for probably half the game, and the assholes are constantly knocking it out of your hand. They'll hit you and knock the spike out of your hand, and you'll have to go try to pick it up, and that part is very old school. Everything's kind of clunky that way. There's nothing on the run, so I can't be running like she is now, or jogging, I should say, and switch weapons. You have to stop what you're doing, stop dead in your tracks, and switch weapons, which can be problematic when there's 3 or 4 vampires on your ass. Here I get kind of lost. I'm saying the puzzles aren't difficult. They showed me that. They said, hey, here's the stone, and I just ran right past it.
Buffy, quickly now. Follow me to the bell tower. I found something.
A bell?
Well, yes, that. But also a secret passageway. Come on, then.
So later on, you get a scythe instead of a stake, which looks like some sort of a Klingon war weapon of some sort. But it doesn't break, it doesn't wear out, so it's kind of nice to have later on. And you have to have it because the enemies are a lot tougher. The enemies get a lot tougher as you move on. It takes a while for this game to warm up
There, Buffy,
for difficulty.
The floor tiles look newer. According to an arcane text I've found, there should be a hatch in the floor that leads to a hidden passageway. Unfortunately, it seems that at some point the hatch was sealed. We'll need something heavy to break through the tile. Now, let's have a look around.
Or up? I'm wondering if maybe a 1-ton bell, say, crashing from above, might do the trick.
Well, it's erring on the side of overkill, but given the absence of other options...
Then it's a plan. I'm going up. Just stand clear and try not to get squashed.
I'll do my best.
This is funny. This shows you how much little has changed in game design, I guess. I did this like 2 weeks before in the new Tomb Raider game. Crashed a bell through the floor, and then I go back to a 10, 11-year-old game, and you're doing the same damn thing. Crashing the bell through the floor. Like, here's a good example. Like, if I'm running with this, right now I have infinite arrows, but that's just because it's training. Later on, you just get the arrows you pick
I'm
up.
afraid you're on your own from here on out.
But if you're running with that bow, and if you're running with that crossbow, and there's something on your ass, you have to stop and switch weapons.
Check. I'll meet you there.
And it actually makes, I guess you could say it makes it challenging. It's a game design choice that makes it challenging.
Ooh.
And yeah, you have potions, which consist of elixirs, holy water, and hellfire. Some of these can be mixed with your weapons, or be mixed together. Elixirs is basically health. And I haven't seen so far, I haven't seen any way to take the elixir without stopping and going to the menu. But at least you can do that. And they give you, there's just these shit enemies here at the beginning to beat up on. These guys are nothing. Kind of help you with your move set. You get more and more moves as the game goes on. But like I said, I've already played and finished this game, so I'm going to show all these, I'll be able to upload all these for you guys. Maybe one every other day or so, and I'm going to start playing some other Xbox games. Probably going to play Manhunt, Probably PsyOps, the Mindgate Conspiracy, which is an excellent, excellent game. I recommend anybody play that one, even
Get ready to
today.
spill your gun.
There's a couple others I want to play that I can't think of right now. I do have a list somewhere of old Xbox games I wanted to give another go. Right here, I'm trying to break the furniture to get spikes because I remember you could get, wooden stakes by breaking furniture. And there we go. There's that. That may be one of the more complex puzzles in the entire game. The rest of them are actually more simple than that. And it does have loading screens. They're not too long.
Nice. It kinda has that interior decorator from Hell thing happening.
Ooh, creepy.
Ever have the feeling you've been somewhere before? So, which one of you is Curly?
What's the
Oh,
matter,
shit.
Slayer? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why? No witty factor? I'm crushed. I had built up so much nostalgia for our reunion. Ah, well.
And this the game does follow the canon of the show. And I'll have to look it up. I'm not sure if this is a story that's supposed to be between the first and second season or the second and third season of the show. The show lasted 7 seasons. I'm not quite sure. I know it fits in, earlier. They actually made a second game called Chaos Bleeds. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds, which I didn't like quite as much as this one.
Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are, so we tell them we are mighty Razorbacks.
Okay. Let's take a short break. A little reminder, Buffy. I know you're like MVP when it comes to offing the butt-ugly supernatural beasties, but cheerleading is an entirely different discipline. Please, try to pay attention.
Sorry, just feeling a little oogie. I haven't had much luck with the quality Z's lately. Bad dreams. And, lest you forget, I'm doing this as a favor to you. I'm over the pursuit of fame and glory through cheerleading.
It's a crushing blow to the world of synchronized shouting. Okay, girls, let's take that
These
last
character
one again.
models are
This
so
time-
rough. Show how spoiled we are these days. But it doesn't. I don't think it hinders the gameplay any.
Cordy,
It was part
get
of it.
everyone else into the supply closet and keep them quiet until I come for you. I'll go track down the janitor and see if Creepy Pete can get the lights turned back on.
All right, guys. I think we'll end this first section right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll upload more later.